showtime.
They're already passing jokes in here this morning. Jamie, I'll read one
Go Tigers.
for you in just a moment. Yes, Donnie is here.
Blues brother.
Let's just go to him, Brad. 70 degrees.
Good morning, I'm Jamie Cooper. This is Athens in the AM, as usual, on a Thursday morning. It's kind of strange in here, sometimes on a Thursday. Got a house full, or we got a band that may or may not show up later this morning. David Turner called in sick at 4:20 this morning.
Uh-oh. Called in sick?
Well, yeah.
He's not
I say called in
this
sick,
morning.
so, you know.
I tried to call in sick.
We got a full house this morning, too. Got
Really
the
drunk.
Three Stooges in here.
Just kidding. Sorry.
Coach Pugh, the fourth student sitting over here on the, we'll talk East Limestone football.
He's got all his friends with him.
He's on the row of shame.
Well, that's what you get.
The row of shame.
You get beat, and just like that, it turns
Zack's
on.
ready. He's warmed up for the weekend. The host of Applegate. That's what you should have called it. Applebee's.
I'm one of the co-hosts.
Well, y'all got like six.
You're KFC, buddy.
It's
Now,
gonna be one of them
Todd
mornings.
took over everything last Saturday.
Well, I know, and Todd did. He'd be taking over for me here before long. Zach set your lunch.
I'm good today.
Dad, those donuts.
He's got
Lunch is
second.
allowed.
Let's go to the weather. It's
Lunch
going to
is
be
allowed.
another hot one, evidently.
It ain't
It
hot.
is 70 degrees out there right now, but today's going to be a little bit warmer. High temperatures around 90 degrees today. We do have 50% chance of scattered thunderstorms in the forecast, so keep an umbrella close. We shall see, but high temperatures of 90 today. I think we do have 89, but it's going to feel a little bit hotter than that anyway. 92 tomorrow, Saturday, 92, beautiful full sunshine, and then some clouds return. What happened to the low temperatures sticking around?
What happened
in
to the
80s?
rain?
Yeah, why ain't we getting none of that?
I know, it should rain.
Florence rain.
During that game, that'd be
Florence
great.
rain.
It's
Yeah.
now a Category 3.
Alabama,
so-
Auburn, LSU, it should rain
What's
during
up
that
with the
game.
shade?
which is good. That it's
I'm cool like that.
Well, we know that.
Don't you want to be
yeah.
cool?
Cool or stupid?
Yeah, probably a little bit of both.
well, at least he knows. At least you're honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't the smartest tool in
What's you, Joseph?
Same old stuff. I just kept getting more shows and more shows. I think I sent Brad 5 shows this weekend, so got you covered.
Wow.
I'll tell you all about it.
That's a bunch. What are you doing, Jamie?
Todd's on vacation.
I'm taking direction.
He said he was on vacation when he got here.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take my shades off.
There
Oh,
we
gosh,
go.
that's bright.
Yeah, Todd was on vacation, so Coach Skipworth, I was filling in over there. How things down West
Good
Limestone?
to see you.
Great. We finished third at the Clements meet the other night.
Oh, that's
Beat out Elmont, Ardmore, East.
You know, every
awesome.
time I look at you three guys, it gives me hope.
Gives you pleasure.
Well, because not exactly. You two guys were on a nuclear submarine, and
Yeah.
you're a chemist that turns urine into water.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of brains right
Yeah.
Can you turn water into wine?
We're about to start a big test out there,
need
too.
some.
So.
Wrong answer.
Well, hey, while we're on that subject, let's just get right to it, Coach. The other day, and you may be using this out there with the ball, I don't know. A new study, Zack heard it on Rick and Bubba, it was a Judge Jamie question. Urine is good for your
Acne.
skin
Acme.
and energy if you drink your own urine.
So models do it.
I don't think I'm going to try
Models do their own
that.
You know, we're
urine.
making our own now up here.
No, you make
Yeah,
it.
it's called MP2. Me P2.
Me, P too.
There it is right
Hey, you
there.
ought to bottle it and sell
That
it.
being discussed.
We are going to bottle and sell.
Okay.
We're looking for investors.
Walmart. I mean, you need to go on the Shark Tank. You go on the Shark Tank and say, hey, we got water into
See,
urine.
if all your track people, this will be illegal. I mean, it's not an illegal drink, Coach.
No, they'll pass the drug screen.
And then,
Well, maybe.
Who wants to drink their own?
Depends whose urine they drink.
hold on, Zach, what's your question?
I said, who wants to drink their own urine? Come on now.
Well, if
They
it gives
do
you
it.
more energy, makes you look better.
I
don't
don't.
you?
It ain't gonna help me none, no matter what.
If
but I
it gives you
definitely
height,
drink my own.
hey, to make you grow.
Coach.
You need to get in the conversation,
Who
are
was
you?
that the other day said, why don't you tell us a
I don't
story
wanna
about
be in this
putting it on the
conversation.
sting at the
Yeah, they say that you can put it on a
Jellyfish.
jellyfish
Jellyfish.
sting.
Well, they say
but
it
it
gets rid of
doesn't work.
They say it gets rid of athlete's feet too. You pee on your feet, it gets rid of it.
Well, there you
My
go.
time's coming. Let's go to Zach right now with sports. Here's what's
Well, this
happening.
is a great show.
Hey, welcome to Z2 11 Sports, brought to you by KFC, the best fried chicken in Athens and Limestone County, and also Applebee's Tailgate Talk, where Saturday we'll be talking to Coach Pugh and all the local coaches about the games from Friday night.
Playing
Also,
girly.
We'll have Mark Eaton, former Utah Jazz center, also on, and Mighty Mike, what's his last name, Todd? Samuel, who played for the Harlem
He
Wizards.
played in Harlem.
He's going to be with Todd on the autism event. I'm sure Todd will talk about it maybe later.
So, Zach, you really don't know what y'all going to have on.
Yeah, I do. I know exactly who we have on. I know Coach Pugh. Coach Pugh's automatic. He's there. We can count on Coach.
All right, let's move on.
So, hey, and games this week. Like I said, we had a tough loss. Coach will talk a little bit about that, but we're past that. We're ready for Madison County coming to Cavender Field. Girly girls, girly tigers. I call them girly.
Zach, are you already trash talking?
No.
Well, it sounds like it.
No, I ain't trash
Drugs
talking.
ain't legal yet in Alabama. You got to
Girly.
I got some friends from Girly.
You got friends in low
Have a
places?
good time. So yeah. Madison County Tigers. That's their.
Why?
See, when I played against them, it was always girly.
Yeah.
Everybody I know calls it girly.
Yeah.
You don't call it Madison County
If
High
you did on
School.
ESPN, you wouldn't get interrupted like this.
I know it. Madison County will be coming to East Limestone tomorrow night. Also, Decatur at Athens, Phil Campbell at Clements, and I believe West also will have a homecoming at Elkmont. Tanner at Good Hope and Ardmore will be having their homecoming tomorrow night as they'll host.
We're trying to keep Elkmont scoreless.
Big game, one of the big games this weekend, 2:30 CBS. Auburn, LSU.
Who you going for? Who you going for,
Limestone
Zach?
County.
LSU.
Yeah,
Sorry, y'all.
Go Tigers. Go
LSU.
Tigers.
We know Jeff Pugh's for LSU. I'm going to LSU. I'm going with LSU.
You got that right.
So that'll be 2:30
War
CBS
Eagles.
at 6 o'clock. Alabama will be playing the Ole Miss Rebels, whatever they call themselves now, on 6 o'clock on ESPN.
Not the Rebels. Don't do
And
that.
it'll be a good ball game. Hey, we replaced
It'll be a
our kicker.
protest.
Austin Jones has been put away with Joseph Bulovas. So, and one last thing, Jamie. 5 of the top 10 most favorite. 5 of the
Boy
most.
out kicks him.
Yeah.
Why don't we go for 2?
Y'all should go for 2 every time.
Why don't we go for 2 every time?
Let the other guy kick. How about that?
There you go. 5 of the 10 most valuable programs in the country hail from the SEC. Number 1 most profitable team is A&M. Alabama is 4th. Then 8th, 9th, and 10th is Auburn, LSU, and Florida.
All right.
Jamie, back
Let's
to you.
take time out. I got this text from a good friend that may not be on the show much longer.
It wasn't me. I deny. 3 words of advice. Deny,
Some of y'all
deny,
probably
deny.
He's an
heard this,
actor.
but I sent this out to Jerry Lawler yesterday, Wayne White, and Dusty McLemore. Lee Corso was recently, y'all might have probably heard this already, it's probably old, you don't know where Joseph stole it. Lee Corso was recently in Tuscaloosa, Donnie, for an Alabama football game when he noticed a special phone near the Bama bench. He asked head coach Nick Saban, the best football coach ever in the history of football, what it was used for, and was told it was a hotline to God. Lee Corso asked if he could use it. Saban replied, sure, but it'll cost you $200, Lee. Well, Corso scratched his head a little bit, but thought, hey, what the heck? I could use some help picking those games. Pulled out his wallet, paid $200. Lee's picks were right on that week. Following week, Lee was in Miami, where he noticed the same phone on the Hurricanes bench. He asked what the telephone was for, and Coach Mark Rich told him it's a hotline to God. If you want to use it, Lee, it costs you $500. Corso, recalling the previous week, Lee immediately pulled out his wallet, put the $500 down. Again, all calls were perfect. Next weekend, Coach Corso was in Auburn. He noticed the same phone by the Tigers bench. He asked Coach Gus Malzahn, while he wasn't down at the Waffle House, is that the hotline to God? Gus replied, yes, and if you use it, it'll cost you 50 cents. Lee looked around and says, well, that's crazy. Wait a second. I've known to throw that line in, wouldn't they, Greg? I just paid $200 at Alabama, $500 at Miami to use that same phone. Why here at Auburn are you only charging me 50 cents? Because, according to Coach Malzahn, as he told Lee Corso, it's coming from Auburn. It's a local call here. Welcome to God's country.
See, they just think it's funny.
That was good. Alabama folks hated that, didn't they?
Huh?
Yeah.
That's not me.
That is you,
Brad was excellent.
Zach, that is you 100%. Go back to that.
Dusty texts back said must have been a wrong number.
That's Zach. Zack, that's you.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll play Judge Jamie. Y'all hang on.
Go Titans. Zack, what are you doing? Hit it, Zack.
And now, coming out like Secretariat, as Clint Legg walks in just in time to play Judge Jamie. Get him a seat over there, Joseph. Make sure he's ready to go. It's time to play Judge Jamie. Today brought to you by Zack at One Love Hearing Locations, multiples all over North Alabama. Today, we are honored to have the world-famous musician Stanley Cottles in here today, making his first ever appearance. He will be performing his hit record, which is...
It's too early to get up.
It's too early to get up. So he'll be performing later today. We'll talk about special events they got coming up. And over on set 2, Clint, good to have you in here, my friend.
Now we've got trouble over here.
Yes.
Stanley, this is why we play this game. I know you watch at home every morning, every night. Wrong answer?
No,
Right answer.
right when I come in. It's on the TV.
You're playing to win a thing of Vienna sausages this morning.
We ran out last
Hey,
night.
that looked good in the limo.
Yeah, we ran out last night.
You get hungry, you pop
Here's
out
the
a window
first
and eat.
question. Greg on in, Coach Skipworth usually knows most of the answers, so he'll probably know this one too. They're building a new rec center in Athens.
Yeah,
What is the square footage of this?
70,000.
72,000.
I need the exact square footage.
72,400.
537.
That's the wrong answer.
72,420.
71,790,000 square foot.
He told us that the other day, Todd. I forgot.
What was it? Be 2 stories? So what will the first floor have only?
They'll have the
brothel.
gyms, auxiliary gyms.
2 basketball
51,000
games.
cents. Too much
Basketball
information.
games.
Hey, if they have a brothel? I
They'll
thought the
have
first
a
one was going
walking
to be a
track on
brothel.
the
Stanley, you'll be
second floor.
entertaining over. What's the name of your band?
We're called McTaz.
McTaz.
Right. We named it after our drummer and our guitar player. It's called MCTAZZ.
We'll talk more about that coming up next. McTaz. Alabama is #1. We're playing worldwide, too. You can buy these games locally at any of our advertisers, Dixie and all those others.
That's right.
Alabama's #1 at being #1, which the AP poll started in 1936. How many times has Alabama been #1?
106.
42
That was
times.
the right answer. Know it all. Coach, little
Roll
off
Tide.
bomb.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
What other SEC school has been in the top 10?
Florida.
The top 10 of being #1?
Yeah.
Oklahoma.
No,
How about
SEC.
SEC school?
gotta be-
Well, I'm gonna let Coach Pugh have that because there is no SEC school in there. Ohio State, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, Southern Cal, Florida State, and Nebraska.
It's an AP poll. It's somebody's opinion. Go by the computer poll.
What?
All right, go on, move on. Let's move on.
What 3 games have been canceled this weekend?
I wish the Alabama game was canceled, but
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Right answer.
Who else would that?
Virginia.
North Carolina.
Oh, wait a minute.
West
Well, hold it. Wait a
Virginia.
minute. Hold it.
No, West Virginia.
Hold it. South Carolina is
That's
not being
right.
canceled.
No, it's Clemson.
No, wrong answer.
We win
Now
Georgia.
they can, hey, Virginia and Ohio. moved
Virginia
to,
Tech,
national.
East Carolina, West Virginia,
North
North Carolina, and UCF
I
at
was
North
close to anybody
Carolina.
else. I did say North Carolina.
Hey, you know you can go to Nashville and watch Virginia for free.
We ain't going
They're
national.
gonna play
watch.
Saturday.
You can go to Nashville and watch a
Anyway.
ball game. Here we go.
I mean, if you ain't got nothing else to do, then you're in Nashville.
Virginia is for.
In the town of Grant, up on the mountain. Hey, let me get control of
That's
this.
right. Yeah, let's go watch the
I
ball
can
game.
find something to do
In the
that.
town of Grant, up from New Hope, my hometown,
Dar.
Good morning.
They are.
they had a neighborhood party the other day
Uh-oh.
and fed everybody what?
Possum.
Bread.
Vienna
Broke
sausage.
the bread and fed
Good answer, Stanley. Wrong.
pork brains.
They fed them a giant watermelon that weighed 245 pounds that the neighbor grew, and they had a block party and fed the whole neighborhood with it.
Well, how about
Now,
that?
y'all see how local we throw stuff in? Storm Path Florence is coming in. How much rain is expected?
21 inches.
24 inches.
25 inches.
40 inches.
40
32
inches, Zack, is the correct amount. In some isolated areas, 40 inches. Now everybody's watching the Weather Channel this
I
week.
don't know. I could care less about it.
Overflowed me.
What are the
Watch
3 new
football.
phones rolled out by Apple yesterday?
The XS, the X, the XS, the X,
XR.
X, yeah, something like that. A bunch of X's.
XS Max, and then another cheap.
And the
These, how much?
WTH.
What's the most expensive one?
They're $799.
$1,099.
It's 700 something.
Zach is correct. $1,099. Stanley Cottles is the first person in this room to have already ordered one.
That's not
That's a
true.
lie.
That's
Yeah.
not true because the one I looked up was $14.99.
Well, you looked up the super
I
expensive.
saw it on Bloomberg last night. I saw it on Bloomberg last night that said the most expensive was $799.
Stanley, I don't know if you'll be there or not Monday night, but what big award show, Joseph, is Monday night?
What is?
Big award
Be
show.
there.
Which one?
The Grammys?
That's what I'm asking you.
The Alabama National Championship
Academy
Award show for
Award.
this year because they're going to win.
The Emmys. It's the 70th year.
Undefeated.
No, they didn't send me my tickets.
What is the name of Matthew McConaughey's newest movie hitting theaters Friday?
All right.
All right.
White Boy Ricky.
White Boy Rick is the
Rick.
official name.
Lady Gaga.
What is it about?
Lady Gaga.
A father and
Oh, that's a
son.
different one.
The son grows up to be a drug dealer informant or something.
He's the youngest inmate ever, and he served
16
30
years old, right?
for a nonviolent crime. Yeah, true story.
So he's an inmate, not an informant.
Well, he was. He came out, something like that, anyway.
He came out.
Only Clint, being the
Came out with
country
a high
music
voice.
star that he is, may know the answer to this next question.
He's nervous.
Luke Bryan did a free concert in Nashville for 30,000 people. It has Tazmax back them up.
We whiz.
I can set that up.
Okay.
Why did he do the free concert? Joseph, you go to Nashville all the time.
Benefit.
Yeah, he was.
Mark.
The homeless.
Wrong
To help
answer.
Tennessee
Wrong
football.
answer.
To help pay
To
for
promote his
McDonald's,
new
people
restaurant, Luke's
Yeah.
32 Bridge Food and Drink, a multi-story live entertainment complex.
In Nashville.
Yes, in Nashville. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Something else to do
All right,
in
Stanley,
Nashville,
that
Zach.
was the first part of this great game.
Right
That was
next
the
to Big
easy
and Rich.
questions. Now we move on to the harder questions.
That's what today is. I know that one.
I'm glad you do.
You gonna be my front man.
Okay, we're going to go through AL.com had a thing on the slang word, favorite slang word for all 50 states. Slang word.
Uh-oh.
I'm only going to narrow it down to a few of them. United States of Slang is what it's called here. Arizona snowbird, everybody knows what that means. That's an easy one. What does roofer mean in Arkansas?
Reefer.
Not a
A
roofie, not a roofer.
Reefer, not a
A
reefer.
pig.
An idiot.
An idiot.
A
An
roofer.
idiot. An idiot. What
shouldn't be the only state.
what does shark bait mean in Hawaii, where you'll be performing next, probably?
Surfers.
That means people who go out with when the sharks are on the
Pale tourist.
tail too. That's stupid.
What does pork queen mean in Iowa?
Easy now.
I ain't going there with that one.
That's a homecoming
I'm not
queen.
answering that one.
That is the right answer. The beauty
Yeah.
pageant whistle. Here's one. None of the coaches would know this, but what in Kansas they got one called Get Loaded. What does that mean?
That means eat barbecue.
They like to drink.
No, eat barbecue.
I should
Getting
know that.
drunk.
I should know
In
that.
Louisiana, they have a slang called pass a good time.
Have a joint.
Having fun.
That ain't so what you did.
Same thing. Having fun. And
I'll just move on to some good ones right here. Let's go.
What's Alabama?
Alabama. Okay, Alabama.
Number one.
I've never heard of this before in my life. But they said the favorite slang term in Alabama,
roll tide.
you think, hot minute. I have never, it means a
You'll get it
measure
done in
of
a hot
time.
minute. You'll get it done in a hot minute.
Have you ever heard that before?
Section, yeah.
In Alabama?
Not in
Yeah.
Alabama.
Yeah, I've heard it.
Maybe around Thatch. but not-
In Auburn, it's a slow minute.
What is the newest thing, all you millions playing worldwide, that Amazon is delivering?
Oh, they're delivering
Freeport Ryan.
clothes, wardrobe. They just opened up.
Stanley,
the
you
wardrobe.
probably ordered one.
No.
Brothels.
Christmas trees.
Oh,
You can get a live Christmas tree
A portable brothel.
within 10 days delivered to
I would
you.
have ordered that one.
They deliver live.
Raise your fur for
Live
$115.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, I saw that. I saw
Evidently,
that.
you didn't see it too much.
No, I saw it on the Shark Tank, and they turned him
I never
down.
knew they delivered live trees.
Here's another great
They
question.
That's a
didn't
tree
turn down
man.
portable brothels, so.
Anyway,
Yeah, that's a good.
what's
one.
the newest vending machines in a portion of New York City?
Car.
New York
Car.
City.
A brothel.
Hey, where's everybody?
It's not the needles, is it?
It's a car.
Pipe?
Hot tea.
The pipe? The crack pipe?
Crack pipe vending machine. There's one right there.
Are you kidding me?
They had
Drug
about
dealer,
3
that's
pop
wrong.
up.
It's called a
Plato Jones Street.
it's called a sketch. It's called a sketch pen. For $2, you get a crack pipe. Or you actually can't put in dollar bills. You got to put in 8 quarters.
Now the police are taking them down.
The drug dealers
are
have
popping
put
them
these up because it's such a thriving market.
Oh,
Principal Legg.
Isn't that horrible? They only found
That's because
3
it's a
so
Democratic
far.
state. It's Democrats.
You want to be doing this? An Amazon employee over in, I think it was Britain, got 4 years in prison for doing, there he is right there, for doing what?
Sniffing underwear.
Taking selfies in the plant.
Hi, Mom.
He got mad at his boss for refusing to give him time off to take care of a personal matter, lit a match, threw the paper into the trash can, and did $11 million worth of damage to the Amazon warehouse.
Are you serious? What an idiot.
Said his boss disrespected him for asking for time off to deal with a personal problem.
Wow. What do you get, 4 or 5 years?
Yep.
Man.
22 years old.
Hey, can I get some time off, Jamie?
Here we go. 2 other simple. Well, let me go to this other question here. A grocery worker in Florida was sentenced to is facing felony theft. What did she do over a period of 8 years?
She stole. Thievery.
At that grocery store right there.
She stole
Ran a
meat.
nighttime brothel.
She stole steaks.
Did $10,000 worth of expensive deli ham.
Oh, my goodness.
See, there you go.
She
That's
was
the
hiding the sausage.
That's what I was thinking.
Come on, Stanley.
I wasn't going there. My mom's from here.
I'm loving this.
Okay.
Here's one only the coaches may know.
Oh, my goodness.
One link at a time. Sometimes 2.
Oh, man.
Boy, Greg gets
Well, they-
married and he's a new person up
He
here.
writes his own material. That's it.
Why was the high school coach in Hollywood, California, dismissed from his duties on the junior varsity team?
I got it.
What is that?
They kids spiked
Make
the
it
drink,
fast.
and they kids got kind of messed up.
What they spike it with? That's
Geritol.
that's a big part of the question.
Vodka.
I don't.
Tequila.
They sparked the Gatorades there.
Yeah.
They put urine in it.
I can't remember what they put in it, but
Come on, Zack.
but the coach didn't tell them about it, so he got fired because he didn't tell
They
the
spiked it with male enhancement.
Male
supplement.
enhancement.
All right.
Well, where was this at? In California?
Yeah.
And the
Yeah,
coach
because
didn't.
they
And coach
need to-
They
didn't.
couldn't
report
get their
it.
jock straps on.
They need Melon. They should have talked to the lady with the sausage at the store.
I don't spike the Gatorade East.
Oh, my goodness.
Last
You
question.
don't make it.
My phone's about
I
have
to
help.
die.
Pertains to football coach again.
Nick Saban.
No. Randall Gene Owens, a football coach, was fired again at a Florida high school for doing what? He makes you boys look like saints. There he is right there.
Punching a
What did he
play.
Played an adult in a high school game.
do? No.
He hit a player.
He did what?
He hit a player
How did he do that?
with his fist.
No.
He
Kicked him.
He took a football helmet, took a helmet and hit him upside the head.
Here's what he did, Clint Legg.
Come on, a powder puff.
This guy right here. Headbutted a player, told one to commit suicide because he was that kind of a player.
Good gracious.
Was he a kicker for Alabama?
Did a snot rocket on another one.
Oh, my God.
And
Wow.
worstest of all, Clint Legg, stood on a toilet in a stall and urinated over the wall onto another player who was on the bathroom on the other side.
Wow.
He's a psycho. He's been smoking
Yes,
up.
he did.
He's been buying those crack pipes from New York and coming down.
They spiked his drink. That's what they did.
I agree
He
on
had drank
that.
some of that male enhancement liquid that they had.
Yeah.
See, Stanley, what you missing out on that
That's
there every
neat.
day?
I know it. Life is fun.
You can peel the
Stanley,
wall
we'll
with
take
a
a break.
single-
We'll come back with the coaches in just a moment.
Oh,
hang on.
Goodness. be laughing like this before we're on the air. Good morning, everyone. 70 degrees outside. Let's quickly go over the forecast. High temperatures today. Oh, my goodness. 89, 90 degrees. We have 50% chance of thunderstorms in the forecast today, so keep an umbrella close. Tomorrow, though, things should dry out. 92 for that high. 92 again Saturday. Beautiful weekend, so just enjoy.
I am amazing, Swami, from worlds unknown.
Brought to you by All Star Plumbers and How Medical O&P.
Hey, Jeff, every time I see the Swami there, it reminds me, because he's been gone now almost 5 years, 4.5 years, but I make him wear that costume all the time. But you've been coming up here
A long time.
a long time, because he used to sit and interview you, and I'd interview Coach Creasy, because I think I got a short end of the stick on that deal. But long time.
Longevity. At least I have that this week. Right now, I do.
Hey, Clint, thanks for the store sharing, man.
Yes, sir. No problem.
So your wife's always complimentary of you when you're talking to Zack on the road.
Yes, she was. Very disappointed, she said.
Speaking of disappointed about last Friday night?
Oh, yeah. Very. But
What happened to you?
4 turnovers and 5 plays that they had on offense of 5 touchdowns of 50 yards or over. Not going to win. We had 420 yards of offense and lost by 28, so that's definitely not a good night. So turnovers will kill you. That was a perfect example of it. And the only thing that, those things are going to happen. You're going to have games like that sometimes, I guess. Things just happen, seem to snowball. But 12 penalties, 8 holdings, and then in the fourth quarter we quit. So I can't deal with that. And that comes under the head of the head coach. So this week we've had a little soul searching going on. We'll see how we play Friday night. See if we might play a little bit.
So you're hosting Gurley.
Well, we're hosting Madison County. You call them what you want. But another good football team. We're not going to get any bargains this year at all.
Now, Coach Legg, do you ride the bus when they go over there, or do you just?
No, I didn't ride the bus when I was a coach. I got assistant coaches. I rode the bus at Clements High School for about 12 years. I'm good.
That's it.
So you mean when you coached Dartmouth, you didn't ride the bus?
I carried the equipment because I had the only truck there that could carry it. I guess,
Well, I don't think you'd want to be on the bus coming back from Madison Academy anyway, would you?
No.
I wasn't on that bus either.
Oh, you
I don't
weren't?
ride the bus.
You rode with Zack?
I informed the coaches on the bus, all you better be able to hear is the engine. That's it.
Now, do y'all
bet that'd be
practice
a
on
rough
Saturday
ride,
after a loss?
No.
Okay.
But we do come in on Sunday after church, and that was not a good day.
Do you ever have to
So,
calm yourself down before you see the boys after a loss? Or you just let it go?
No. There's no need of hollering then. It's over with.
So
Yeah,
when you leave church on Sunday,
I need to go back Sunday night.
when you leave Lindsay Lane on Sundays, and you go over and practice.
I need to go back Sunday night.
Your pastor's laughing over there, but proud you need to come back. At
Listen
least
to
you
me.
know
I
you
need to be
come
there.
back.
It's hard to go through film review after 4 turnovers and 5 long touchdowns
Can we
and 12
record
penalties.
some of that conversation?
No.
You cannot record anything in that room.
Get a little check.
Matter of fact, we make them drop their cell phones in a box when they walk through. They're all out to get me.
Is that a problem these days with
Imagine. Could be.
kids with social media? How big a problem is it?
I just tell it is a problem. Most of the time, though, it's the kids that are on social media running their mouth, they don't play. And they're the ones that antagonize and everything. So I tell our guys, if somebody comes to me and I have Facebook, but that's Snapchat and all that other stuff those kids do. I don't have that, but I tell them if I find out that you're doing something on one of those avenues of social media, you will not play on
So
Friday
that
night.
is the responsibility of the athletic director to keep up with all social
No
media
doubt about
content of all the kids out there. Is that correct, Clint?
One way to keep up with it is make them turn it off and turn them in before they get there. Because the locker room and filming stuff like it happened at Davidson High School with the hazing the kids, that's in school as well. I mean, About 90% of our discipline at school was related to cell phones.
Okay, I was going
I
to ask you.
imagine for bullying, too.
What is the policy at East Limestone with cell phone use during school?
Well, we got a new policy that says the teacher warns them and calls home. Catch them again, they don't have cell phone privileges for a year.
A year?
Yeah.
How important is a cell phone to a kid in school these days?
Not important at all.
To them?
Well, I guess, we have devices now. We have computers. They don't really need them to get their education. But I remember the days, and some guys in here will, where we didn't have cell phones. You could stop at anybody's house on the way home from Clements and use their phone and call home. But now if you do that, you'll get shot.
Yeah. Back when I was in, me and Dusty was in, we had party lines.
Hey, I did too. Had to wait on my neighbor to get off to use it.
Yeah, get off the phone.
I live in the country, man. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, speaking of Jeff and his Facebook, he's always looking for friends. If anybody wants to
You said you don't have many?
We're his friend.
He's no longer on my friend list.
All right, guys, let's move ahead a little bit.
Unfriended.
Talk about Alabama got a new kicker, and the comments were on that. It's hard to hit two uprights in, back to back, but
Gloria in these shoes right here beats that kicker that's been kicking for Alabama.
beyond that, what's your prediction on the Auburn LSU game?
I think Auburn's going to beat them. I'll be honest with you. I hope not, but I think they're going to beat them.
Big.
Big. Would it be that bad? What about the Alabama Ole Miss game? We'll score 70.
We don't play well there. The last two times we've been there, I don't think we played well there. But I think this is one of the better offensive teams that Alabama's had in a long time.
All right, let's get to there was a report came out last Friday that Jalen Hurts had worked it out, gone a red shirt this year. We have 2 years of eligibility left. Most people did not expect to see him play in the Arkansas State game this past Saturday afternoon. He played, and played well. You think he's going to burn a year and play the whole year?
I'm going to say something.
Go ahead.
This really bothers me. That guy has more character than any quarterback, maybe any player that I've seen in Alabama a long time. He's been bashed for nothing. Told what he was going to do. All these things come out. It's people just making, most of it, 99.9% of it is false. But the media takes these things and runs with it. And it's because that's what people want to hear. They want to hear that he's leaving. The kid has stood strong through every bit of this. He played last week. I'm going to tell you why he played. Because he's a teammate.
Yeah.
People don't understand it. He may leave after he graduates in December. He may use his year next year to go somewhere else and play if he sees he's not the starter. But right now, he's been the perfect teammate at Alabama, and nobody gives him credit for that.
That's what I read from AL.com earlier this week. They said he's the ultimate teammate.
But people like to spread trash.
That's it. And
That's
look,
the problem.
That is the problem, because you've got a guy. Here's what really bothered me. To watch his demeanor coming on the field at the beginning of the year in the spring game, he was totally different. You know why? Nothing to do with him. Because of all the questions he'd received, all the doubt that people put in his mind. His body demeanor on the field was different. It didn't come from him. It came from all the questions that people are putting in his mind.
He certainly played good Saturday. So you expect him to play the year out?
He's a good player. I expect him to stay the whole year.
All right, guys, thanks for coming up. See y'all next week. Get him some friends from Facebook.
He needs something. Hey, one more thing. A shout out to our middle school football team who went to Cheaterville, Masson Academy, and we won 2-0.
Okay, Brother Dusty. How long you been watching football, Brother Dusty?
Long time.
My whole life, since I've been old enough to watch TV. Have you ever heard anybody winning 2-0 on a safety?
Well,
never.
Auburn beat Ole Miss once 3-2 to both pouring the game out.
Hey, get this. They ran a reverse out of their own end zone after they stopped us at the 1 foot line. We tackled them for a safety. That's how we won the game.
Wow.
2-0.
Congratulations. Thanks for bringing that up.
But on that 2-0, Coach Pugh, we had 3 touchdowns called back.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Those things happen when you're on the road.
We'll take a break. Y'all
Congratulations.
through?
I hope
so. Y'all hang on.
You know, Dan Totten don't know me by my real name.
He just said, it's hard to find the door. How hard to leave when you can't find the door. They complimented you, said you look like Joe Walsh.
A lot of people says that.
Yeah, I bet that's the first time you heard that.
But really, when I was in Nashville, she said, you like Joe Walsh? I said, no, Joe Walsh looks like me.
All right, hey, before we get crazy, let's talk to Coach Skipworth, in case he has to leave early this morning. What's going on at West Limestone?
Well, we just had a Clements meet on Tuesday, and up until this week, we've only had 3 girls running, and you need 5 for a team. So I had 3 volunteers come in, and 2 of them had to walk, but they finished, and we beat out Elkmont by 1 point.
Great.
Really?
Yes. So they ran real hard. All our guys averaged a minute faster, which is a big deal in cross country. They really liked that course, and we got 2 weeks off, and then we're going down to Coleman to the Cold Springs Kudzu Classic.
Kudzu Classic. There's enough kudzu down that way.
Yeah.
Anything else new and exciting with football you'd like to share with us since you know Paul Feinbaum personally?
Well, we're going to see him down in next week down at the Alabama-Texas A&M game. We're going down.
2:30 CBS game.
Yeah.
So they're doing their show down there?
They're doing their show down there. Saturday.
I noticed the other day I was watching Laura and T-Boat and all, and they had all the bugs were bothering them in South Carolina, and they jumped in that ice.
Water.
All right. Well, thank you, Greg, for coming up here this morning. Let's talk Stanley. Donna, good morning. How are you, ma'am? Good to see you. Stanley Cottles. In case y'all don't know, Stanley's the one who drives that big old black limousine parked down on Pryor Street. You can't miss him. He's in it 24/7, basically. You never meet guys like Stanley. He is a full-time musician.
Yep.
And grew up with Danny Crawford. How has it been? How long have you been in music?
Celebrated 46 years on.
You've been doing that. This is my 45th year in TV.
I've only had one more job that I was proud of. I was in the Marine Corps for 5 years.
5 years. Well, congratulations.
Thank you for your
What are we doing now, Donna? They call this one a leg up for Donna. Talk about Stanley, because she says she don't want to talk a whole lot about it.
Well,
she's shy.
Basically, everybody knows, all of her friends, she lost her leg.
Right.
And we do not have to explain. All I can just say, insurance companies.
Yeah.
So everybody knows the problem with them. She's going to get a great leg, and we're going to do a benefit this Sunday, bringing in some big hitters out of Birmingham. So, you know.
Where's this taking place?
It's called State Line. A lot of people might know it as Larry Long's. You know, that's where I know you know it from that. State Line, it'll be Sunday 4 to 8:30.
Everybody know that.
Yeah. But anyway, it's going to be fun.
A lot of great music, great cause. You're going to be doing what is going to help benefit you to be able to get a leg that you need.
She's got the leg she wants.
Now, the one you have on there now is a temporary one from Hal Medical.
Right.
Shows back Jonathan and all the great guys up that way.
Not to brag on Hal Medical. You know, you guys had contacted me, and it was going to be about 3 weeks before you were a month before you were going to be able to get it. I called Jonathan. Jonathan's like, oh no, we'll get her in this weekend. By that Friday, I think you were in.
I was
got
in.
Set, and you are all ready to go.
They were wonderful.
Good.
So basically, a new leg cost how much?
Thousands of dollars.
They were figuring that her part might be up to $40,000, her share.
Really?
And we're going back and forth trying to figure out what to do. We've got some people helping out pretty good, though. I mean, some that's trying.
All right, again, this takes place where and when, and how do you get there? And there is a chicken drop, too.
Oh,
all-time favorite.
There we go.
Where's it going to be, Stanley?
Okay, it's State Line. It's an easy way to get there. Take Highway 99 till it dead ends. Take a right and drive 6 miles and look on the left, and there's the lounge.
Who's the actor going to be there? Joseph Scott?
No. I'll take Joseph.
It says actor going to be there. Actor, singer, entertainer. That's Joseph 3 in 1.
We'll take him. No, that's my buddy Reggie Comer. He's out of Birmingham, but he's toured with the Temptations, Platters. He's been all over the world. And you know Brian Smith, my sax player. Brian and I will go down and play with his band sometime because he's in the Police, and he fell in love with Donna, and he said, I'll come do a show for you.
Great.
I said, okay, I'm taking you to Minor Hill. He said, where is that?
You guys play, how much, nights a week do you guys play?
Oh, we're every weekend. We'd do 7 nights a week if we could, like the olden days, and with the Mitchell brothers and all that.
So has anybody ever told you you look like Joe Walsh?
Every day. When I first met you, though, remember, I was playing a band with Glenn Hall. I had curly hair, and everybody thought I was Joe Bonzell from the Oak Ridge Boys. I changed my image. when you get
Well,
warrants.
Donna, good luck with that, and we'll be doing whatever we can to help you out with that, because I know that is something you
Keep you in prayers, too. Make
certainly
sure it goes
are looking
well.
forward to
Thank you.
getting. Thanks for
Thank
coming
you.
up this morning, and roll tide, Greg.
Roll Tide.
Come back and pass
60-20 is the score.
60-20.
20, oh boy.
Thank you. Y'all hang on.
That's right.
All right, Pastor Desi up here this morning, Lindsay Lane, and Joseph. Let's first of all talk about some car shows. I know you want to get that in.
Man, there's a bunch of them.
Let's go right there.
Starting tomorrow night with a cruise in over there at Bojangles Highway 72, Huntsville Customs and Alley. Autism Research Foundation, they do this the second or third Saturday of every month. It's a free event, free coffee and donuts. Just come and hang out. Those cars and coffee events are early, so that's just 8 to 11. Then Rocket City Fall Cruise In. This is a new cruise in. They've moved it to Milton Frank Stadium, and there's all the information on that. I think a bunch of our Mustangs are going to cruise over to that 9 to 2. Then Hartselle Depot Days. That comes around every year. You always kind of forget about it as you get into the fall, but so that's one down toward Hartselle at the Methodist Church. And then the last one is Saturday afternoon at Gearhead Ice Cream at Handles. I don't know why they're calling it that. Handles, it's right there on 72 in front of Kroger. Have you not eaten any Handles ice cream?
No.
What about you, Dusty?
I haven't. I've been there. I stood in line about 10 minutes and left.
Yeah.
And it is crowded, boy.
And then I found out about this show kind of late. It's up in Elkmont. It's at the Church of the Living God. It's the second annual car and tractor show. So anyway, get out and enjoy this pretty weekend. It's going to be hot though, right, Gloria?
Again, hopefully,
Yeah, it will be.
Dusty, he's the one that. Did you see it on that message I sent you about calling God?
Yeah.
Of course, he's the one that got that propaganda out.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, it was him that started all
I
that.
copied it off Facebook.
Hey, I want to make an announcement. The new hospital down here was due to open the end of this month. I was going to have my knee done over there again, but it's been delayed until the end of October.
I thought it was already open.
Well, it's open for
Offices.
the offices down there for TOC. Ortho
Okay,
moved in there.
yeah.
But, the other deal is they were going to do surgeries, day surgery, but that's not going to be delayed. So it is open.
All right.
So what's new at Lindsay Lane Baptist Church?
Well, just back in Revelation as we were last Sunday, so we're going to be looking at the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse this coming
Let me stop
Sunday.
you right there.
All right.
That is so complicated. So my lovely bride here goes on YouTube. Was it
Amazon.
Amazon.
So I sit there, was it Monday morning or
I
Sunday
found
afternoon, and watch a whole hour
an hour
about
on
this, to
Revelation.
where I know what's going on.
yeah.
End of Times.
Yeah.
And if I recommend it, it's really good.
And it
I
showed the
followed a lot of
horsemen.
what you
Yeah.
said.
Go back to you now. Enough about me.
But that's,
So now he thinks he knows.
Yeah.
oh, yeah. He'll be sitting up like
Let
this
him
Sunday
preach.
morning,
Let
man.
him preach Sunday.
He wants to fill in. I'm still trying to work him in.
He's always busy, man. Yeah, go ahead.
I am busy, I'm telling you. But anyway, yeah, we're going to get back in Revelation. It's really interesting, it really is. We see a lot of symbolisms, in Revelations. And so John used a lot of symbols because they like Morse code. And I read about when in prison they would use Morse code to communicate. So that's kind of the way they were against the Romans, things like that. So they were using a lot of symbolisms. And
It's really just amazing when you go back and think and say, okay, way back then they said this was going to happen.
Yeah.
And it happens just like that.
That's right.
Hey, I think we get a free meal Sunday after church, don't we?
yeah, you do.
Seniors.
Yeah, recognizing
I think it's something else. It's this
young at
Thanks,
heart.
Joseph.
It's the
No,
greeters.
recognizing the volunteers. That's what we
We're
try
still
to
looking
do.
for new members too, aren't we? Still
We
got
sure
people
are.
We
around.
are. And all
Always
you
take in
members
some
show
new
up.
members. Yeah. Yeah, we're looking for old members.
That's right.
New members, old
You
members.
said we got 2,500 members, the FBI can't find half of them?
That was funny when Jeff was talking about after church on Sunday. I thought, okay, is he there?
Obviously, you could tell that no. What's your prediction on the Auburn LSU game?
Auburn LSU, I believe Auburn will beat them. I believe
Yeah, I
they'll
do
be
too.
21-24.
Ooh, close. I'm going to say Auburn by 10 again.
Okay, that's what
I was close last week.
And you think Bama, we got a new kicker, thank goodness.
We needed it.
I think Alabama's going to be 48-24.
One of the comments before you got here on AL.com talking about the Alabama new kicker said, man, I hate that. It's going to take all the excitement out of an extra point.
What did
Did you see where that girl
guy?
kicked it the other day? A high school
That's
girl,
about right.
homecoming queen, kicked the winning field goal?
No.
Yeah, I wasn't around here
I
somewhere
mean,
else.
for real, like
Yeah,
during the
for
game.
real, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, sure did, sure did. All right, we'll take a break. Thank y'all for coming up. We'll
Yes,
see
sir.
y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well,